Greetings, family. Greetings. Love and honor to our ancestors. Love and honor and respect to all of you. This is your brother King Simon, chillin'. Happy Akoma Day celebration, which is big up to the Akoma House and respect to the Akoma House Initiative.com that's celebrating 20 years today. And they're doing something big for the next 7 days for Akoma Day. This is the official alternative for Valentine's Day. And I totally understand the reason. Now, what is so interesting about Valentine's Day, and I want to thank all the sponsors that I did run down. I won't be announcing them until like the end of the show, all of the sponsors. So make sure y'all log in to www.akomahouseInitiative.com. They're doing a celebration of various lectures and various presenters, couples that can present some great information for you. And I'm honored that they are doing what they have to do to keep it moving and keep the respect, you know? So those that are willing to celebrate real love, or in the Kemetic language, mur, that's supposed to be love in Kemet, because love is every day. And if you love someone, you will love them every day of your life. So let's get ready to have a good time. But let me go to an online breakdown of briefly of what Valentine's Day is. And February 14th, around the year 270 AD, Valentine, a holy priest in Rome in the days of Emperor Claudius, was executed. Under the rule of Claudius the Cruel, Rome was involved in many unpopular and bloody campaigns. The emperor had to maintain a strong army, but was having a difficult time getting soldiers to join his military league. Claudius believed that Roman men were unwilling to join the army because of their strong attachment to their wives and family. To get rid of the problem, Claudius banned all marriages and engagements in Rome. Valentine realized the injustice of the decree, defied Claudius, and continued to perform marriages for young lovers in secret. When Valentine's actions were discovered, Claudius ordered that he be put to death. Valentine was arrested and dragged before the prefect of Rome, who condemned him to be beaten to death with clubs and to have his head cut off. The sentence was carried out on February 14th, on or about the year 270. Now, according to people like the great Dr. Felder, and according to Reverend Barashango, It was also that that it was said that also those that did get married, the hearts of the men or the soldiers that did defy his law, they also had their hearts cut out and given to their wives during this whole time. Legend has it that that's what Claudius also did. I believe that's Claudius the Second. Yes, that's Claudius the Second. So this is something is in celebration of a Roman, of course, ordained minister of the time, Saint Valentine. But I think we need to celebrate our own and not fall under what was taught by them. A coma day, as you see the symbol in the middle, is more about sacred love, sacred understanding from an Afrocentric perspective. So we have to look into it more. And I want y'all all to do your own research because I believe that is very important. That's why on the bottom of this flyer that Manshu and Washa has, it says, decolonize your love. We can't let the colonizers dictate what day we should love, whether it's Valentine's Day, although from their perspective, Valentine being beheaded and beaten to death is their history, but it's not our history. We've been practicing love way before Valentine's, way before that history, way before Claudius. So let's look into Valentine's deeper. And I want everybody to go to the website at the bottom of this flyer. And the website is www. I'm going to put it on the screen, www.Acoma House Initiative. Let's all look into the ancient African practices of love. We all should do it. Let's all look into the ancient African practices of love. Let me play that music a little more, a little higher. Let's all look into the ancient practice of love through the Acoma House Initiative. They're celebrating from today all the way until the next 7 days, till next Sunday. So let's all go to that website, Acoma House Initiative, when you get a chance. Acoma House Initiative, when you get a chance. But tonight, my brothers and sisters, my dear brothers and sisters, we're going to talk about relationships tonight from a numerovation perspective, from a numbers are simple, people are complicated perspective, the way I like to teach it. So, and we got some special guests passing through. We have some special guests passing through. Hopefully, if they can make it. I'm not depending on it, but probably 2 so far. The others haven't confirmed. But just want to let everyone know that this Wednesday, we're going to be speaking about that sacred system of tantric healing, tantric health, Tantra, from a brother named Master Yao Morrison. Master Yao will be here at 7 p.m. on February 17th, Wednesday. So get prepared for that. Okay? That's going to be an awesome breakdown. And I'll have special guest co-host Dr. Angela Anaton will be here with me. So what I want every one of y'all to do is get your tea together, get whatever drink you are. If you drink the spirits, the liquor, the liquor, make sure you go get it together, because we're going to talk about relationship tonight. Some of y'all going to be happy and some of y'all ain't going to be happy. From a mathematical perspective, because some are challenging and some are not challenging. Some y'all going to have to hold on to and some y'all ain't going to hold on to. But in the meantime, we're going to show, this is what we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about the relationship edition. And I hope you enjoy what I have to share with you, because it is a sharing. And like I say to everybody, numerology is not the is all or be all. It's just a guide to help give you guidance and understanding of who and what you are. I got my pen and paper so I can learn from you, and so I can write what I need to write down. And I hope you got your pen and paper so you can learn from me, so you can write. Get comfortable. Take the time to get comfortable. Take a deep breath. Let's everybody take a deep breath. It's 9:06. Take a deep breath, family. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. We're going to talk about the relationship edition of Numerovational Flyby. It's a special with only the audience, with you. And I'm going to see if I can get my phone lines working. I'm going to see if I can get my phone lines working. If I can get my phone lines working, boom, I'll have you call in. Okay? If I get my phone line working. If not, we're gonna do it through the chat. I'm not at home in New York, as most of you know. I'm not at home in New York at this time, so there might not be a phone line that I can deal with unless I go through my phone, and I don't even want to deal with that right now. But I want to keep it smooth. I want to be able to deal with you, the audience, the best way I can, and through the means that I can. So I will put in the chat what you need to do, and then we can proceed. Hold on. Listen to the music, family. Listen to the music. It says the raise positive vibration, the 528 hertz love frequency. It is 10 minutes after the hour. 10 minutes after the hour. Everywhere around the world. 10 minutes after the hour. Everywhere around the world right now. Going on the 11 minutes. I want everybody. Take a deep breath, family. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let that out with intentions. Let it out with intention. Happy Akoma Day. Happy Akoma Day. Happy Akoma Day. Happy Akoma Day. Remember, Akoma Day or Akoma is sacred love, sacred relationship, sacred union, sacred complementary. Once again, let's shout out the Akoma Day Initiative, Akoma House Initiative. Make sure you go to their website. Once again, before we start the show, make sure you go to their website. Make sure you show them love in their website, please, to find out more about the celebration that they're doing for 7 days. It's not just one day. They started today, and they're doing it for 7 days. I just put it up. Again, the website is www.akomahouseinitiative.com. That's akomahouseinitiative.com. I expect some guests to pass through. I know Empress Aisha Amor will be coming through. Dr. Angela Anaton, the author of the book It's Your Fault, will be coming through, and everybody else that everybody else haven't said if they was coming through or not, but I'm going to keep on going with the flow. That's what we do. Nothing stops the program with me. I keeps it moving. I keeps it moving. All right? Yes. Yes. Greetings, family. Greetings. As I turn down the music, I'll keep the music under me just a little. Let's keep it nice and flowing right here. Keep it under me. Hey, how you doing, family? This is your brother King Simon. Sorry to put on my radio voice like I used to do on my radio shows back in the day, but a lot of you don't know that I used to do an overnight love show back in the day. And my voice can get real deeper if I want it to go deeper. But because I'm so hyped, so full of energy and vibes, I'm just honored to be with you today. I'll show myself soon, momentarily. I will show myself momentarily. But I just want to make sure each and every one of you are relaxed and ready. I ain't got no special candles or none of that. So when you see me, I'm just chilling. I'm being myself. But we all have to learn to live clean and fight dirty when it's time. So I want everyone to be able to share this with other people, because we're going to be dealing with relationship today. As you see what's scrolling on the bottom of this particular screen, it says, when requested, do not put it in there yet. When requested, please put you and your mate's birthday in the chat. Because I don't have a phone line. I would have had y'all call in, but I'm going to deal with that when I get back to New York. So more than likely in April, I'll be back in New York officially in April. So we'll definitely be doing it for the spring. Please specify who is the male and who is the female. And if you are anything other than that, if you are whatever lifestyle you might practice, I'll still answer your question as far as relationship is concerned, because a lot of people have gotten into that lifestyle either because of a fad, because they've been hurt, because they feel this way about themselves. And I'm not here to discriminate. I'm here to be objective with numerology. Numerology is an objective science, not a subjective science. Very objective. I give you positive and negative, ups and downs, to's and fro's, ins and outs. Stay focused. I'm not much of I learned to, although they would consider me quote unquote an alpha male, I know how to bring my sensitivity out. I learned empathy. I learned to be empathetic, and that's what quote unquote alpha males have to be able to exert. If you're an alpha male, that means you are alpha is the first letter or the first energy according to Greek philosophy. That's why I'm looking for the Kemetic word for alpha, or the Kiswahili word for alpha, omega, delta, beta, all that kind of stuff. So in order to maintain balance, family, balance, I want people to understand that, oh yes, I am most definitely an alpha male, quote unquote, misnomered alpha male. But I want to make sure that, I know how to tap into that. I'm not trying to become my female energy. I'm trying to balance it out to understand my partners, my friends that happen to be women, and vice versa. Women shouldn't be alpha women. They're always sensitive. They're always feminine. They're always beautiful. But you sometimes have to tap into that male energy sometimes, because they're one and the same. It's just that we have to know and identify how to work them, because we're in this realm and we become what we are in this realm for a reason in this particular time. According to most sciences and metaphysics sciences. Our dear Dr. Blair celebrated a birthday yesterday. Dr. Blair spoke about relationship too. And Dr. Blair was born in 1934. And he would have been 87 years old. So happy birthday to Dr. Blair, the late great Dr. Blair. Happy solar return to the late great Dr. Blair. And why I mentioned Dr. Blair is because he was the one that said at a lecture that sometimes, because of the amount of times people come into this realm, sometimes we come back female, sometimes we come back male, sometimes we come back white, sometimes we come back black, sometimes we come back Indian, sometimes we come back Chinese or Japanese. Yes, Dr. Blair was that man that understood that. He was an Aquarian. He understood that from a metaphysic point of view. We have to experience every form of life. I'm not talking about roaches and ants, because energy is constant. It only changes form. It's a constant human energy we have to experience, according to metaphysics science in certain fields. So it's a constant human energy. So more than likely, we're going to experience all the different types of human experience throughout the 25,000 year procession. So let's salute Dr. Blair for, like I say at the top of the flyer here, he opened our minds to other realities. And I am proud to have been his friend. I'm proud to have been his promoter. I'm proud to bring him in a few times, numerous times before he transitioned. And I'm proud to have known Dr. Blair. I see, Pink, you are not listening to what I said. And you don't want me to block you, do you? You're not listening to what I said. I said, do not post anything until it's requested. That's what I said. I really do not like hard-headed people. This is what has been said on this line. I do not respect hard-headed people. And I'll put this up there again. When requested, I ain't request anything yet. Please put you and your mate's birthday in the chat. When requested. So I'm going to remove that and give you a timeout. Keep it moving. Yeah, I don't have no time for it tonight. I'm real focused. People don't listen. You don't listen. I'm not into all that foolishness with people. So as I continue here, it is now 21 minutes after the hour. Getting ready to come in the screen, and I'm going to keep this on the screen because obviously people don't listen. Obviously people don't read, and that's what's problem with our people nowadays. We don't read. Readers are leaders. Readers are leaders. It's moving too fast. Y'all think everything is microwave. Calm down. We're moving fast in relationship. We're moving fast with our children. We're moving fast at our job. We're moving. Calm down, relax, take in the scenery, listen to the music. Let me give you the meditation music. Woosah, zen it. Stay focused. Stay focused. Stay focused. Stay focused. Okay. Everybody take a deep breath. Release. Once again, when requested, please put you and your mate's birthday in the chat. Please specify who is the male and who is the female. And if you can't adhere to that, then I will block you and keep it moving. I'm serious about this. Because relationship is not easy to deal with. It's not an easy breakdown when it comes to numbers. Numbers are simple, but it's people that are complicated. Because men are trying to be women and women are trying to be men. And that's the problem. To be clear, I am a man, and I'm not going to put on a vagina just because my woman think I need to put on one. And you shouldn't put on a penis because you think your man needs you to put on one. I've heard of those scenarios too. Let's be real. Okay. Let's welcome on our side of the page this sister here that wrote this book. And I want to make sure I shout out her. I'm going to scroll this on the bottom. I'm going to scroll what I got up here on the bottom. I hope people are reading. I'm going to scroll this on the bottom. And then I'm going to scroll that. And then I'm going to big this sister up and bring her on right now. Dr. Angela Anaton is a mother of 6. Man, she's been through a lot in her life. And she still enabled herself to go and get her doctorate. She's still a teacher. She's still raising her children, boys and girls, to be men and women. I'm not even reading her bio. I'm just speaking off the head. But I want to welcome a dear friend of mine who was the first to actually invite me to her house, her cousin's house, to actually do a Numerovation session. At that time, I didn't call it Numerovation. It was Numbers Are Simple, People Are Complicated. So we want to welcome right here on King Simon Presents. This is her book. This is the link to her book. I will post the link on the chat so y'all can get it. I'm going to copy the link right now, and so y'all can go straight to it and get her book link. It's called It's Your Fault. We're going to talk about that briefly because she has a whole nother perspective towards y'all sisters. she have a whole nother perspective. It's your fault. It's not just our fault. And let me post her thing on as a, like again, I.L. Scott, you're not listening. So what I'm going to do is block you too. Y'all don't listen. Y'all are hard-headed. So I'm going to keep it moving. Y'all not listening. This is her link. I just posted a link in the chat. Let's welcome right here on King Simon Presents as I turned down the music slightly. Keep it under me. And again, Ross Airy, y'all are not listening. It says when requested. They hard-headed, boy. Hard-headed. So I'm going to block you too. You're gone. If you're not listening, we keep it moving. Yeah, I got a block party going on tonight, Dr. Angela, so get ready. I got a block party going on tonight because people don't listen. They not read the thing that I put up. So before I bring you on, let me put this up strong and bold. Because people are hard-headed. They don't listen, so I just block people. I'm going to block people if you're not listening. What did I put up on this page here? That's what it says. When requested. Me no request nothing yet. Let me put it up bigger. When requested, please. When requested. I ain't request nobody to come up on here yet. If you're hard-headed, I will block you. If you can't read, I will block you. Then specify that you can't read, and I will definitely be lenient. I'm not playing with y'all tonight. It's a coma day. And like Dr. Africa always said, men and women think diametrically different from each other. That's the meiotic balance. The penis is different than the vagina, but it unites together when it's time. That is the meiotic balance. Gosh. Okay. As we continue. All right. You ready, Dr. Angela? Shake your head if you're ready. All right. I see you backstage. I got you. I'm going to put you up. Let me get my applause button. We just got Dr. Angela. Let's welcome Dr. Angela right here on the King Simon Presents on the Numerovation Nation. Also on Facebook at King Simon on Facebook. Also, let's give her a well-deserved round of applause as we welcome her on the screen.
Hey.
Greetings. What's up, Dr. Angela? How you been?
How is the most astounding quintessential numerovator doing today?
I am wonderful, tell you the truth.
Good.
And I am not tolerating no BS.
I see, but my one question is, can they hear you?
They can hear me.
Oh, so okay. So I guess something's going on in the world today.
But I posted when requested.
Right.
Please put you and your mates. I didn't request yet.
Yeah.
I will specify when
in their defense, you're so awesome, so they're so excited. So it's, they just love all this numerology information that you have, because you're just so wonderful when you give all your information. So it's your fault for being so great.
Thank you very much for your defense, but our people are dying because of the lack of knowledge, the lack of reading.
Right.
They say they put things in a book to keep things from us. I just put up a few words.
Right. Right.
It's not a big ass book.
Right.
It's a few words. When requested, then you put your name.
Right.
So let me show myself because I know I'm
Yeah,
gonna
show
be.
yourself. There you go. They probably thought it was a Wizard of Oz. They ain't no real person.
Let me put live clean, fight dirty. That's me. The
I love
52,
that. That needs
52
to get
nation,
into my spirit right there.
52 block nation. That's the 52.
Oh no, why is my king really good friends with him?
Oh, he's with from Master Mo?
Yes, and Charles Burley. He's good friends with them. I said,
Yeah,
oh,
I'm good friends with Master Mo. I met Charles Burley, but me and Mo go back for years.
Yes, I said, wow, it's so awesome. I told him when he comes back to Georgia, I want to take some classes with him.
Well, you live in Georgia now?
No, Charles Burley's in Georgia doing some training. He has some classes. So when he comes back, I told him, I need to learn. I'm going to do all that.
Well, Master Mo got his classes right in Manhattan right now. He's the president of the 52 block.
Oh, well, you need to send me that. You got to give me that information. What's going on in the world? Come on.
Then when you go to Georgia, you go and train with Burley.
Yeah, send that. You want to send that to me.
Yeah, I'll send you the number. I love you. I'll send the number.
Yeah,
once again, family, we got Dr. Angela Anaton in the building. I'm going to scroll this on the bottom. I had to keep it out. When requested. Right. I did not request you to put up your birthday yet. We will
not
do
yet,
it.
Guys. I know you're anxious because he's so awesome to give you, that cosmic knowledge, but you got to wait. You got to wait.
Here's a few good books for men, multi-orgasmic man. This is a good ass book.
Okay.
What I say? By Montauk Chia. Very good book.
Right.
Mm-hmm. But we're going to talk about that this Wednesday.
Yeah. Nice.
That's dealing with the tantric healing and all that good stuff. So how you been on this Akoma Day? How you been?
I have been very well. The universe is constantly expanding me as it's constantly expanding itself. So I'm doing great.
Good, I really am. I am happy to hear that. Of course, people, if you want to get her material, she's Professor Black Love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She's the guest co-host for tonight, passing through. She's an author of It's Your Fault. And let's talk about this book called It's Your Fault first, before we get into because this is a relationship book.
Yes, it is.
You say. Speak about that, and what does that mean when you say to whomever, the women or the men, it's your fault? Speak about that, please.
It's your fault is exactly what I mean. It really is your fault. And I blame women completely because we have to take ownership. I am not a man. I don't care what men do. Meaning I care what men do, but that's not my focus because I am not that. So as a woman, I care what we are doing. So I hate when we have a discussion about relationships, somebody say, oh, well, women do such a, oh, but men do it too. That's not the point. We're talking about women. So my book, It's Your Fault, is letting women know it's really your fault. The reason you are suffering, the reason you are lonely, the reason you are depressed, it's your fault. And I tell you what I went through with the 3 relationships that I picked that were completely my fault. What I went through and how I healed myself. I was physically abused. That was still my fault. I picked this man to be with and didn't leave. So I kept getting beat because I stayed. That's nothing to do with him beating women. I still stayed with this man. So I really take women through that journey. I take women through the mental. So this is why it's so important for us to get our family dynamic in order, because children will emulate what they see, whether you say it directly to them or not. Growing up in a certain environment, because we're realizing now, our ancient ancestors knew this, but our modern science is realizing the environment the organism is in is more important than the actual, organism itself. So the environment we have our children in, how many children grow up seeing Black love? I can tell you right now, my grandparents and my parents are the couples that I saw where I got to see Black love. I didn't see my grandparents ever argue. They've been married for 65 years, not one time. Now, if they did argue, we don't know about it. You get what I'm saying? So I saw them love each other, build together. We have to make sure that that's what we're doing so we don't end up in these diabolical relationships that we're getting in. And then we suffer for it because then the kids end up suffering too. So my book is letting women know it is completely your fault. I know you think it's the dude's fault. It's not. It's you. It's now, you.
What do you say about people that usually says that men a lot of men have been raised by single parents, like a single mom, and they've
Okay.
taught their man child. What do you say about that? And
So
when it
let's
comes to
go
that,
into why was your mother a single mother?
yeah.
Was she mad that the man she had a baby with was with another woman? Did the man actually leave? Was this one of those situations where you knew the guy didn't even want to have a baby and you had it anyway? This is what I'm saying. We have to get to the inception of all of these relationship issues, and we're dealing with that. You're a single mother because why? I need to know why. Is the father dead? If he's not deceased, is he in jail? You get what I'm saying? All of those dynamics play into a factor. It's actually a myth that men don't want to take care of their children. No, they may not want to be with the mother, but they definitely want to be involved in their child's life.
Right.
So we need to deal with that single mother issue. So even as a single mother, when my ex-husband, and I talk about this in my book, I did not know that. I call it going rogue. I didn't think that he would ever go rogue because he grew up in a family. He had 8 brothers and sisters. His mother's Jamaican. I mean, I know his father abused his mother, but I did not think he would not deal with the children because we had a divorce. Now, a situation like that, I knew my male children and my female children still needed male energy. So thank God I have my father. So you're not exempt because if the father's not around for whatever reason, as long as it's not your fault, and most of the times it is our fault why these men ain't around. Let's be very clear about that. It is our fault why they're not around. They just want to see their baby and go. You worried about the baby mother, the next new woman he with. That doesn't make him a bad person because he wants to sleep with other women. So that's a whole nother topic. So a lot of times we're keeping our children from the very thing that they need to be whole and grow. So we have to deal with that. That's a really big problem in the Black community. Very big problem.
But now, from your perspective, especially coming out of your book, what are some of the solutions that women can use to make themselves better, so it won't be their fault anymore, but it will be their healing to help the relationship?
You have to fall in love with yourself the way you fall in love with a man. If you are not in love with yourself the way you are with a man, you have missed it. You need to do that, because when you fall in love with yourself, you're only going to want to do what pleases you. So I know there was a guru, his name is Sad Guru. He said, you know the way to be 100% happy? Always willingly 100% volunteer to do everything. That's what we have to adopt. And women really have to fall in love with themselves. And fall in love with yourself. Like, you have to honor yourself. Do you even honor yourself? Then you wonder why you're getting with people who are dishonoring you. You don't even care about yourself at all. But you want somebody else to come in and care about you. Come on now. Let's stop. Let's stop. You don't take any time to study. This is why what you did when you first came in, doing that meditation for 32 minutes. People don't even know how to be still and just listen to no noise.
Right.
You don't even know how to quiet your spirit and just exist in a moment with nothing. That was very vital what you did. Very vital what you did.
Right.
That was part of my healing, being still and meditating. I had to be still to heal and to get these answers. I couldn't just be all the time doing something, moving 24/7. You have to still your spirit so that you can heal. And people don't want to do that. We're so used to we gotta go. We become addicted to the actual, rip and run of, our lives. We're not addicted to what we actually need. We're always addicted to things that can take us and distract us from what's really important. You don't even know yourself. Do you know why you like the colors you like? I know why I like the color black. I took time to meditate on myself. Why do I like the color black? Why do I like the clothes that I wear? Do you even know those answers? Why do you do what you do? But you want a man to come in and fix everything. Honey, sit down and go find yourself. Okay. Sit right on down.
Now, people think we have Dr. Angela Anaton in the building, aka Professor Black Love is in the building, and she definitely promote that Black love. You see that Black love over there? That's what it's all about. It's your fault. Now, this is the first of her many books that's going to come out of her.
Yes.
And when reading the book, you went through some situations with different men, and then of course from the children's fathers up to now and all that, and of course the last man you had before you made up to date, where what do you say? You also speak about one of them, one of them turning out to be a homosexual or
Yes.
bisexual or whatever.
Yeah.
But what do you say to women that has experienced that also? What should they do? Because you're saying it's their fault.
Yes.
But what should you do? What are some of the things that they can find? What are some of the triggers or some of the gate, the gaydar they can find if they only want to avoid men that may be going down low or going straight in, without telling.
I'm going to say this. You need to pay attention to what men say to you and study them when you are dating them. A lot of times women, we're just so gung-ho about what we want. You're not even taking time to study the person that you are engaging with. Find out what is their version of love. Do you know? Because what's valuable to me may not be valuable to the other person. So this is why, to help you, I feel like you need to get with someone who's really on your frequency in as many realms as possible, because then there's no really disconnect. You're so in harmony all the time, but most of the times we don't do that. We feel that we should just go off of attraction and that's it. If I really like you, that's it. We'll make everything work out. It never pans out that way. So I feel like if women, you love yourself, always meditate, take time, get a numerologist like King Simon to read your shit. Okay. You need to do that, because when I had that session with you, when you explained to me that I was an earth sign and I'm grounded, what fire and wind will do to my sign, I then said, you know what? You see how simple this shit is? Fire and air aggravate me. I'm not going to date somebody that's fire and air. You see how simple that is? Cut you right off. I don't have time. I don't have the time. I don't need to go through nothing anymore. I'm tired of it. So knowing who you are, taking time to be with yourself, and studying the people that you are engaging with, and understand that what you're asking for, you should be. So if you want this man who's this way and he looks like this and he's doing this, you should be offering the exact equivalent. In the female version, not trying to be no dude, because you can't be a dude, but you should be offering what you are giving. You want an in shape man? Are you in shape? If you are not, you are not qualified to request that. If you want a man who is educated, are you? If you are not, you're not qualified to request that. You have to make your expectations very realistic and understand who you are dealing with, and understand that men will never be honest if you can't accept the truth. They're not going to. So understand, if you want to be honest, observe, keep your mouth shut, stop telling people what you like, because that's the first thing a man will do. And women are so dumb, they open up their mouths and talk too much. Oh, he'll be like, what you like? And you go tell him everything you like, dummy. Keep your mouth shut, because all he's going to do is use that to get what he wants out of you. You get what I'm saying? Not that is malicious and evil, but that's what men do. Whatever they want, that they go after their chases, they got to figure out a way to get what the hell they want. So it's not an evil thing that they're doing, but be quiet and let him study you and observe. And if he's really digging you, he's going to study and observe you and figure it out. And you should be doing the same. Okay? So take that time to be with yourself. Always take that time to nurture yourself. I feel one of the ways that women can avoid getting with toxic people is if they're nurturing themselves. When I do my hair, I do not do my hair just like, oh no, I'm doing my hair. It is a ritual for me. I am honoring the universe. I'm honoring my ancestors that you gave me this beautiful hair that I am nurturing, and it's my glory. You literally have to honor yourself to that degree, because when you do that, you're not going to let somebody come into your frequency that won't. You see what I'm saying? So you have to do those things, and women don't want to do it. They don't. They want this. Oh, I just want it. I feel I deserve it. And you a queen. Are you? Are you really a queen? Let's understand. The African version of a queen and the European is very different. European queens don't do shit. African queens, we always did something. So are you walking in your queenhood? And I don't see too many women that are. You say you're a queen. What do you do? That a man should crown you. You're supposed to crown each other. Why should he crown you? What do you do? What you do? He can get fucked and get his penis sucked anywhere. What do you do? Aside from that, what are you doing? What value are you actually adding? This is what I'm saying. Oh, I don't want to do this. I'm not doing that, and I'm not doing that. Okay, you'll be single because you ain't doing it. Men are not changing what they want from a woman because you don't want to do it. Let's be very clear. They're not going to change what they want, because remember, men determine if we get into a relationship, not a female. Say that again.
Repeat that again.
Men determine if we get into a relationship, not a female.
And now there's some people that says no, women have access to the relationship.
You have access to a man picking you.
Okay.
By what you present to him. He's the one who determines if we're going to be together or not. If that man don't ask you to marry him, you're not getting married.
Okay.
You're not.
I see where you're coming from.
He has to claim you in order for it to be 100% official.
Now, do you think there is a marrying age limit? Because it looks like, because people like a lot of women, even in sessions that I do, they have high expectations. They want this. They want a probably $100,000 makeup man. He's a 6-figure man. He's this. He's that, and they're not
nowhere close to what they want.
What those are making.
Nowhere close.
What do you say about those women that have unrealistic expectation when it comes to relationships?
I call that the princess mentality. Princesses get taken care of and they have no responsibility. That's what you want. You don't want a king because you're not a queen. So you need to go sit down and go get yourself together. You have to offer what you are. You have to present yourself for this is what you want. Why would a man who's making $100,000 want to be with you and you ain't doing shit? Why would he want to do that? How is he going to build with you? So I don't necessarily feel there is a age marrying limit. It depends on what it is you want out of your relationship. If you're trying to have children and you want a whole bunch of kids, I feel then you do have a certain time frame to do that. But if you don't mind dating a person with children, then okay, that's off the table now. Because I can date somebody with kids. So it depends on what your expectation is and what you want out of your relationship. And men and women are very, very unrealistic with what it is that they want. You're very unrealistic. I knew I had 6 children before I met the man that I am with now. I knew I had to have a very special person. Now, because of how I look and the way I am, it's not like it was hard for me to get a dude, but to get in a relationship where we are building, that's a very big package, King Simon. You have 9 children. How many grandkids?
10.
You see what I'm saying? That's a huge package. So you're going to need a real bad motherfucker to be with you. Listen, you ain't for the average smoke Joe here. You get what I'm saying? But you know that. You get what I'm saying? You don't have an expectation of a 35-year-old with no children. Like, oh yeah, you know what? I just want to be with King Simon right now. If they don't have any children, you get what I'm saying? You understand that dynamics. You don't have that expectation on somebody. These females do not get that. Understand what situation you're presenting to a man. Right. Understand that. And they don't. And this European feminism crap got them thinking, oh, well, I'm going to just stand on my shit and I'll just be single. You're right. You're going to be single with cats. You're right. Exactly what's going to happen to you.
And that's what's happening to a lot of women, because a lot of women, they're very choosy and they expect they expect what is being presented to them out on media, on television and magazines and all that. And most of the time, them are the ones that turn out to be the other way or the other way around or something else. But they got to remember the epitome of beauty as far as in history, especially with black women in history too, Europeans, and the epitome of honor and respect was the black men. And we are supposed to bring balance to a situation. And from our both perspectives, that's why I love what Dr. Africa used to say. We are companions, not clones of each other.
Here we go.
We're companions. We're not clones of each other.
That's a fact.
And some of the expectations. Some women, some women ain't gonna deal with men if they don't know how to perform well or if they don't provide well. Now, I have to ask some women. Ask. Do you want the whole package, or which one would you settle for? If this ain't good, how does that carry out on Dr. Angela?
Okay, so for me, with what I went through in life and coming into the swinger dynamic, I was not willing to settle sexually for somebody who could not satisfy me. So that was my criteria.
Okay,
I was not. So I knew what I wanted. Is going to take time for me to find, because I wanted A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. But I put myself in a position to get that because of who I refined myself to be. So I still had that option to receive that. Do you get what I'm saying? So that was me. Okay. I had that on my list. So I wanted intelligence. Of course, you got to be black. I wanted intelligence. I wanted you to be a good provider. I really wanted you to have the characteristics of my father. My father was a great man. He showed me what fatherhood was and what a husband really was. So when I got my brain right and not let sex be the only determinant factor, not that it's not a factor on my list, it's not the only determinant factor. I then wanted my father because he was an outstanding provider and a father and a husband to my mother and to me. So that's what I wanted, but I put myself in a position to get that. These women are not in a position to get that. You don't even deserve it. What? You don't deserve it. Oh, I'm not doing this for my man. Oh, I don't want to serve him. Oh, I don't want to keep the house clean. That's too much work. If you got an issue with going to work full time and keeping your house clean, honey, you don't need a man. I'm sorry. That's called poor time management. My mother had a full-time job, took care of me. The house was never dirty. Sorry, that's how I raised my kids. So there is no such thing as I'm taking 8 hours once a month. I got to go do all this crap because the house is like Hurricane Sandy. Honey, you don't even know how to run a home, but you want to do. That's what I'm saying. We're on the wrong track here. Do you know how to cook healthy meals? The woman was the first teacher, which means we're the first nurturer, which means we're the first giver. Do you know how to feed your family and your king so that we can live and survive? And your children not going all off the place because they're eating cookies and donuts and bullshit every day so that your kids can be calm? Do you even know how to feed your family and run your house? You don't, but you want to do. That's what I'm saying. Women have to really revamp this. I'm sorry. I don't believe in there's not no gender roles. Yes, there is. I don't believe it. I don't want to do what a man can do. There's absolutely gender roles because there's genders that exist. Certain things have masculine energy and certain things have feminine energy. I don't want to do what my man can do. I do not. Don't want to be responsible for it at all. So glad he's a man. Sorry, don't want to do it. I don't. I want to be a woman and be feminine and do what I do. Sorry. So women this is that virus that we got from slavery. I know people say that's cliche, but it's really not. Our literal existence was destroyed on a genetic level, and it has cell memory that was passed down. We really have to revamp our consciousness, King Simon. This is really bad. You have women today who say, cook. What you mean I gotta cook for you every day? I feel the woman is responsible. You are the nurturer, and you're responsible to feed your family. That's your job. So let's just say, even with your schedule, right? Let's just say you work till 7 o'clock and your man gets home at 5. Let's just say that's your late day. You are responsible for figuring out how your family's eating that night. So y'all come together with your king and you say, honey, on Thursday nights, can we eat out? Because I work late and then you get in at a certain time and I know you're tired. That's your responsibility. We want to do this whole flip-flop, and this is why you're going to have flip-flop relationships. I'm sorry. No, it doesn't work. It just doesn't.
Those that are just tuning in, please share, like, share. This is the relationship edition of King Simon on King Simon Presents. We're broadcasting on King Simon Present on the Numerovation Nation. We're also broadcasting. We're broadcasting on Facebook at King Simon. And we're also broadcasting on King Simon Productions on Facebook. And we're going to get to the audience momentarily. We're going to be able to answer some questions. I'll definitely deal it from a numerological perspective. Because I know that numerology can be very helpful in giving guidance to relationships.
Yes, it does.
What relationship you're in. You know, I've done service for many types of people in alternative lifestyles, whatever it is. Because like I said earlier, numerology is objective. It's not subjective. We're not here we give the positive ups, down, positive up, highs and lows. We're just going to give you that.
Right.
And whatever extra guidance you get, and take from it, it comes from intuition. It comes from people. Numbers are simple. People are complicated. The past, what you've been through, are you willing to heal? Now, you know, Doc, what I find interesting nowadays is that when a man is too masculine, it's now become toxic in this society. What you say about this new toxic masculinity thing that they're promoting? You know, they speak about somebody like, let's say Kevin Samuels or somebody like Phil Valentine who've been teaching like that for years. Dr. Valentine ain't teaching that his way.
I say I rebuke thee. Do you hear me? I rebuke you. I'm going to rebuke you. Let me tell you something right now. The greatest thing we have on earth is that African masculinity. There ain't nothing toxic about it. Now, do we have men who are not operating in their masculine principle on a Maadian level? Absolutely. That's because of why, how they were raised. What environment were they in? Why are they toxic? But to overall say that when a man is strong and he don't let you run over him, that this is now toxic, that sounds very European to me. Because they've been afraid of y'all since their inception on this planet. So I'm sorry, I don't feel that exists. I feel that's another term to categorize our men. It's another term to relegate them to a negative connotation in society. And I absolutely hate it. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I love Kevin Samuels. I may not agree with every single thing. What I mean, I don't agree. Not what he says to women. He didn't know a lot about African history, and he didn't know about inventions that women have made. So that's
and you can see he's coming from a Christian background.
Yeah, he's coming from a Christian background. So when he says stuff based on that, we don't agree. But what he be saying to those women is highly factual. It's very factual. But he's going to be considered toxic. Why? Because he's telling women the truth, which is what we claim we want. Oh, just tell me the truth. We're telling you the truth when you don't want to hear it.
Exactly.
So how you want to heal when you can't deal with the truth?
You can't handle the truth.
No, you can't. We got a society where now negatives, things that are unhealthy for you, are now being considered. Oh, if I talk against it, I'm shaming you. Guess what? Your fat needs to be shamed. You should not be overweight. And we're not talking about that African thick brick house that the Commodores was talking about. So knock it off. We ain't talking about that. We're talking about you have a gut hanging over your jeans. You have 18 back lumps in your back. Stop it. You can barely walk. You should not be overweight. That should be shamed. You shouldn't be overweight. It's toxic for your body. It's toxic for your mind. Then you wonder why you're sluggish and don't even want to cook for your dude and your kids. You got too much fat hanging on your organs. Get it off and you'll have more energy. That's the whole point. So now we got this idea in the world that, oh, whatever I'm doing bad, don't talk about it. Just let me keep doing it. No, I'm going to talk about it. It's toxic to the world. And this is why we fucked up now. I'm going to talk about it. It needs to stop.
And, I remember, when I was indulging in the swing, my swing lifestyle back in the day, of course.
I still can't get over that. Small world.
When I owned a swing club, swing club, but now my brother and sister and my brother and his wife, let's big up to them. Yeah. I remember I wasn't the one who brought in the BBWs, right. And beautiful black women. That's what the BBWs are. Yeah. Big, beautiful black women. Black women, big, beautiful women. But I know there's a type for certain people.
Absolutely.
But my preference was never the big girl like that. And although I did have one big one in my life when I was like my youngest years, starting off my adventure, which was around 17 or 18.
Okay.
That was funny because even trying to indulge in any sexual relationship with her was a task in itself, and it was overwhelming. Right. And the point that when they try to enter that woman, that her legs propelled me and threw me across the room. I'd never forget that. And that was the day I stopped dealing with big women that are just you want to be all cute and say it's big boned and all. Like I said, look, I've never
such thing as big bones.
Just like Les Brown used to say, he'd never seen a fat skeleton.
No, this is what I tell people. This is the operative word in that BBW phrase is beautiful.
Yes.
It didn't say big women. It said beautiful big woman. Right. I myself have been with sexually big, beautiful women. Right. They were very compact. They had shape. I have been with them. But guess what? I've never seen an obese person live to the age of 95. Show it to me. It's not healthy for you to have all of that weight on your organs. Nobody wants to be a toothpick. And we didn't say that. Africans were not toothpicks. We're not talking about being a size 0. That's disgusting. We're not talking about that. We're talking about being a healthy weight where there was no visceral fat in your tummy. It don't matter about your legs and your arms, really. It's the visceral fat sitting on your organs, which is where your abdomen is. That's where you do not want fat. So whatever you look like with no stomach fat, that's the perfect weight for you. That's the goal. That's the weight you want to be. Nobody said you got to be 130 and 125. That's gross. But you don't want to have any visceral fat on your organs because it's going to stop your organs from working properly, lower your metabolism, drain your energy, and then you can't be vibrant the way you're supposed to be. I remember watching Dr. Sebi in that video before they arrested him. He was looking, he had the movements of a 20-year-old person. There was nothing wrong with that man. It was absolutely amazing. Even Queen Afua, astounding at her age. Absolutely amazing. Angela Bassett's aging gracefully. Halle Berry's aging gracefully. You do not have to age and have all of this extra stuff, but you have to be willing to do the work and love yourself. You only don't do these things when you don't love yourself. I'm sorry, it's a fact. Because loving yourself is loving the body that your consciousness is in. You have to take care of every aspect of yourself, not just finance and money.
Right. People, those who want to advertise, please text me via 347-496-1022 if you want to advertise now. I'm not saying Numerovation session right now. And if you do live outside of the United States and you have product you want to advertise on my particular organically grown YouTube show, please text me via WhatsApp. And if you live outside of the United States, and you'll be able to pay monthly fee. It's a monthly fee. It's very reasonable monthly fee if you want to be a part of it. Also interview you if you want to be in it. And monetary love, the monetary love, you can share that gift through Cash App. I know people outside of the United States can only share through PayPal, but if you're inside it, if you have some product, respectable products, I ain't just selling anything. As y'all can see, I try to keep it real respectful. So please, if you're interested in advertising, you see the number and everything here is on the screen right now. And those who want to get directly to what I got going on, you can go to my link tree, my new link tree, King Simon the Numerovator. You can hit me up on that link tree. I got everything. You connected to my books, you connected to my Cash, PayPal, you connected to my website, and more is coming. And then, of course, if you want to email me, simple email is iamkingsimon@gmail. And remember our dear Angela here. Remember, make sure you go to her beautiful book. Get it on lulu.com/shop/black-it's-love-dash
hilarious.
/hardcover /product, but it's already in the chat. It's in the chat, but I'm going to put it right back in the chat again, so y'all get the chat going. We're gonna get it right in the chat. Health is very important, and that one thing it is very important in relationship also, not just having a healthy sexual relationship, but having a healthy mental relationship and overall. Now, you have a new mate yourself that you're enjoying, of course, immensely. As I can see, you're all smiles and giggles every time. Last time I talked to you, getting a tattoo. Only he gonna look at you.
Henna.
You're getting your henna in your back, and he's gonna look at you. So.
Absolutely.
Now, I want to start with you because I've known you for some years, and I've done this with you, and we've talked till late in the morning sometimes. You've came by my place, we've talked. I've been by your place, we've talked. Now you're born on the 15th of May, right? And and he's born on the 5th of March, correct?
Yes.
Now what's so interesting, and I want to share something from a numerical perspective on how this is a fantastic relationship, especially because of the earth and water dynamic. He's born the same day as Tina Marie.
Oh, wow. I love that.
Yeah. Oh, man. Well, gosh. Tina Marie had a lot of black in her. Not just Rick James. Not just Rick James.
Literally.
But now, family, when I will let you know when to post your stuff. Please, again, let me put that up, please, so people know. When requested, I will ask you to put your birthday, but I want to deal with them right now. I'm gonna deal with her first because she's here, and I didn't want to keep her on too long. I just wanted to show her that respect. And but when requested, then please put you and your mate's birthday in the chat. Please specify who's a male and who's a female, but do not do it now. I'm going to deal with her right now because we're dealing with And I'm going to deal with the personal numbers. I want to deal with the personal number because this is a personable thing when it deals with relationships. So when you look at her number being the 15 and his being the 5, that adds up to a 20. And 20 in numerology is not only under numerovation, we call it the master number potential, but also it's a healing master number potential because the 0 adds extreme healing energy to whatever it follows. Gotcha. So these two, in order for them to keep it strong, that 2 is the strong factor, but that 0 adds an extremity. So even their relationships, it's extreme, where they might go down the swing route or where they might want to do threesomes or all that kind of stuff. That's how extreme that relationship can go because of that 20 energy coming together. And the 2 is the number of sensitivity, compassion, love, and the need to maintain the male and female balance. Because like I tell all the times, if you look at the number 2, let me put the number 2 right here in your face. I want y'all to look at the number 2 right in your face, but put the number 2 big and bold. When you look at that number 2, I want y'all to look at that number 2. Let me put it a little bigger so people can see it. Because I'm not even dealing with the 20, but the 0, like I said, the 0 adds extremities, it adds extra powers to it. Right. So when you look at that number 2 from a bigger perspective here, that 2, in flow line numerology family, that 2 is a curve. The curve is on top and the line is on bottom. And there's a form of numerology that only deals with the lines in the numbers. So when you see that 2 like that curve represents the feminine on top and the masculine on bottom. But as you can see, that line is what's holding up the feminine. So the only way that's going to be strong, the only way to relate
knowledge like that on that number 2. God damn.
It's in the book. It's in Numerovation for Mental Stability. Briefly, but I'll give you recommended reading to go and find it out deeper. I don't like to hold nothing in. So that's a feminine number with the masculine flow line as the foundation.
Okay.
So that's how that relationship is going to work strongly because the 2 are maintaining the balance of each other and holding it. So being that y'all numbers add up, 15 and 5 add up to that 20.
How did the 5 and the 15? So you're saying you literally added 5 and 15 together.
Right. Very good. Because I'm only dealing with the personal numbers and how it works. And a lot of and a lot of people will not a lot of numerologists won't add the personal numbers together. They'll just see the energies of the personal numbers. But if you want to make it work or find out the positive and negative of it, I can see that through just adding the numbers together. And particular levels too, whether it's the life path number, the destiny number, or the personal number, I can see that, and that's how it will work, and yes, it is a water number, it is a moon number, according to the gender of the number is a female on one aspect, but in the flow line aspect, it's a female and a male.
Got you. Okay.
Without realizing there's a support that the male has to have for that. Yeah. And now that we're in the 2000s and everything is becoming the feminized and feminism is coming out, all this is happening in the 2000s. We're not thinking, but we got to make sure that it's not perverted.
That's a fact.
It has to be balanced. It has to be balanced.
Right. That's a fact.
What do you think about that breakdown, that brief breakdown between you and your?
That was absolutely from the heavenly realm. So I accept it. I'm not arguing with no universal law. Are you crazy? That's what the number said. That's what it is. Okay. I love it. But this is why it's so important. I recommended you to like a few people last week because they were saying, it's good to have a seer. Somebody did a post and said it's good to have a seer and a reader in your background you can always go to. So I said, hey, I have the most outstanding numerologist on the planet and you need to get him. So here's his information, okay? Because let me tell you something. This avoids a lot of crap for me. I already knew after that last toxic relationship with that Aries sign, which them horns, oh God, that wasn't going to work. I can't deal with no fire. You can't handle my bull. It's not going to work. I really applied what you said. It was real quick. A dude would say, oh, can I talk to you? When's your birthday? No, can't do it. Sorry. It was that simple for me. Why go through all of that when the number's already telling me what it is? We have the information, we don't use it. The numbers don't lie. Listen to them and you're going to get what you want. And I say this to women all the time. You can never get the life you want holding on to the one that you have. It's not going to work. You have to let all that toxic stuff go. You really do. And stop having expectations that are not realistic and get it together. Don't you want to be this outstanding, marvelous person? So the men are going to say, oh my God, I want you so bad. That's what you should want. There's nothing wrong with that. You're supposed to do that. The men are chasers by nature. We really have this thing confused. Women proposing, getting down on their knees. Girl, bye. I wish I would.
Somebody asked in the chat, is personal numbers more important than the life path numbers when it comes to relationships? No, all the numbers are very important. It's just a matter of perspective and how to use them at different intervals of your life or your relationship.
Gotcha.
You know, the life path numbers, the life, of course. But remember, the life path number can connect to any one of the numbers because it goes through your life. So it can connect to the month number, it can connect to the personal number, it can connect to the year number, because it folds to your life. That's just going to exist throughout your life. That just keeps on. But every one of them goes in and out of your life in waves. It's just that particular ones of the numbers are at its strength at a particular period of time. And that's written in my. It's written in my.
Can I ask you this question?
Go ahead.
Are the numbers, like you said, operating at a different time because of where Earth is at a particular time in the cosmos? Is that what changes which type of number is going to be active?
Not in numerology, because remember, numerology is right here, bird's eye. Now, if you're dealing with astrology, planets are changing and things are changing. But remember, numbers run through your life all the time.
All the time. Right. Okay, I get it.
So it's constantly there. It's constantly working behind the scenes, even in the universe, if the universe is mathematics, according to
it is. Right.
And if even while we're on this computer, there's numbers running behind this.
Right.
Behind it. So if that's the case, numbers are here infinitely. Here, and has been here before we even knew about
That's
them.
a fact. Absolutely. That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? They've been here. You know what I'm saying?
So would you say that as we go through our celestial calendar, that's us running through the numbers?
Yes.
We're running through the calendar, so we're going through the numbers.
Right. And what's so interesting about that, even beyond linear time, universal mathematics is still in play.
Right.
Beyond what we learn from the 24-hour day, the mathematics was always there, because that's how they discovered that it was there, because they was already studying patterns and sequences, cycles of the universe already. Yes. Of the earth, the pattern. How would our ancestors know that there's 25,000 year procession if they didn't have certain elders to keep?
They had to. That's a fact. Exactly. Right.
From time immemorial until now. Right. So our ancestors were brilliant before Europe even came into existence.
Brilliant is the understanding. I gotta come up with another word out the lexicon for them. I'm sorry.
Thank you. I did submit that word into the lexicon, waiting to see what they're gonna say. What's up?
It's amazing. I can't wait. I'm gonna know somebody who added a word to the mother effing dictionary. You a bad motherfucker. You hear me? That is serious shit.
But hey, look, if they can put bootylicious in there, why?
That's King Simon. Let me tell you something right now. I'm gonna be saying that to people like, do you know somebody put a word in the dictionary? Oh, I do. Okay. I can't wait to say that. I'm really excited about saying it. That's amazing that you came up with that word.
It's very interesting. I thought, but it's I think all of us have that ability. We just need to tap in and show how these things work. And so, but Doc, I want to let everybody know once again that Sister's going to be on with me this coming Wednesday.
Yes.
She's going to be on. Make sure you go to her, get her Lulu, go to her Lulu account. Of course, I got it in chat. Everybody knows it's in the chat. Yes. And if you want, you can scroll up and please go straight to the link, get her book, of course, on Lulu. It's a hardcover book, and it's called It's Your Fault.
Yes, it's very graphic. So, you know, I get very graphic with what I went through sexually and with the physical abuse, but I also am graphic with how I speak because, you know, people don't understand. People don't really, when you say things nice, and not that I'm being mean, but when you say things with sugar and cherries and candy, people tend to only hear the sugar, cherries, and the candy instead of the real cake. So this is why I talk the way I do in the book. So I'm I'm intellectually graphic for a specific reason, because I really want you to understand the gravity of what I am saying and to comprehend it. I really, really do. I do give interesting factoids about Black history in the book, and I put them in Black hearts. So I wanted to educate you as well, since I'm a professor and a teacher. I wanted to educate you on interesting factoids about things I would say along the book. I do honor Corinne Steffens in the book because I loved her. She had a fearless disposition when she would go on her interview to talk about such a risque and taboo topic. And I love the way she handled it. I also honored I also honored Alexander Dumas, who was the greatest writer I ever seen in my life when I had to go study to get into graduate school. He taught me so many words and I've never stopped learning. And I honored my ancestors. I honored King Simon because let me tell you something right now. The book wouldn't have even been this is why I couldn't release the book. The universe knew who to send me to make sure that everything was complete, that I could really give a holistic view to women when it was done. I had to meet you because you are very pivotal in that, because you've been with me through our most toxic relationship. You was there, you met the man.
Right.
So you really, really helped me during that time. Seriously, you really did.
Yes.
So guys, listen to King Simon.
And what's so ironic, he was born on the 5th also.
No, Otis was April 6th.
He was born on the 5th also, remember?
Yeah, Otis.
6, yeah, right. He was born April 6th. That's right. Why do I keep on? He acted so much like a 5 sometimes.
You said that.
Because remember, 5, you know what's so funny? Yeah, because you know what's so funny? 5 and 6 are the magnetic sexual numbers. It's just that 5 is more illicit with their sex, and 6 is more. They're more about the sensuality, and it's remember 6 and sex are the same word. Karen Steffens is a Virgo. Yeah, she's a Virgo. Matter of fact, I almost got to interview her years ago. She was August either 24 or 29th or one of those numbers. One of those numbers she's born up. I bought all her books back in the day, and I just love the way she dealt with it, because I know what I'm going to have to go through when my book starts getting big and I do other interviews. I already know how people are going to come at me. So she was a great inspiration to me to write the book as graphically as I did. And that's why I honored her in my book. Right. Yes, she's born. Let me see. She's born the same day as Dave Chappelle, August 24th.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I knew it was the 24th or the 29th, but I knew it was definitely under that sex number. six.
Listen, which is I know. Let me tell you something. The numbers don't lie. I'll be draining my baby. Oh God. I don't like skipping days. I'll be dead after 3 hours. Oh God, it's serious. Let me tell you right now. Them numbers ain't lying. You hear me? Ain't no lie. You need them vitamins. I get him them herbs. We drink that water. I make sure he's healthy. I'm not playing till I die. Okay.
My dear. Well, I want to thank you very much for being on with me today. And I'm going to go to the audience and deal with them right now and have some fun with them. And if you're tuning in, tune in. And let's. I'm going to
tune in. I'm just going to go get my food and I'll be tuning in. Absolutely.
Okay. All right, my dear. You take care of yourself.
All right. Take care. All right. Bye.
Peace. That's our dear doctor. She'll be on with me. Let me give her a round of applause for coming in. Give her a round of applause for coming in. Give her a round of applause for coming in. Yes. Let's get back into. So family, your brother's here. You don't even need to see me that much right now, but let me let you know, of course, this coming Wednesday before we move forward, and I'll do some breakdowns for y'all. And I want people to just I'm gonna change it up. Of course, Dr. Angela's book is this. This is her book. This is her book, Black. It's Your Fault. It's on Lulu and Amazon. Make sure you show us some love. This Wednesday, she'll be on with me, her, and I think Aisha Moore will be on. Aisha said she wanted to come on, but she didn't come on. But we're going to have a tantric master of Tantra. The one, the only brother, Master Yao Morris, will be in the building this coming Wednesday at 7 p.m. on the heels of what we call Valentine's Day, and of course, in the midst of a Coma Week celebration. So let's give that a salute, of course. Yeah. Get that book, man. Get a book. I read the book like in probably a few days, but it's a good book to have. Also, again, this coming Wednesday, this is what's going to happen. All right, so I'm going to take a few. This is what I'm going to do with the audience right now. This is what I'm going to do with the audience. I am going to take a few birthdays, but I want to just get. I'm going to just read the personal numbers. So please, let me put it in the please put you or your mate's birthday in the chat, and please specify who is the male and who is the female now. And for the next few minutes, probably until 10:45, 11 o'clock, I'm going to break down how these relationships can work and how they can differ. And also, it's in my book also, Numbers Are Simple, People Are Complicated. It's in the book. It's in this book right here, relationship section. I have a section on relationship in this book right here. In that book right there, I have a relationship section right now. So if you do want to go to the relationship section in that book, that was my earlier breakdowns, but now I'm a whole different person when it comes to it now. You know what I'm saying? Whole different person. And I want to make sure that we are clear that I'm a whole different person when it comes. A lot of people putting it up there. Yeah, a lot of people putting up there. I see people putting it up there. I'm going to deal with one at a time. But if I run out of time, it's all right. Don't worry about it. Let me see. Let me go up to the top where I was at and what I see. It's in that book. It's in that book. So, okay. Let's see here. Okay, I'm going to show what I'm going to do here, and I'm going to read the personal numbers. We're going to work on the personal numbers. And the personal numbers is the day you were born. The day you were born are the personal numbers. Okay, so let me put that up on the screen right now. All right. Amarachi is female. She's born on the 28th. And Amare, male, born on the 5th. Now, this is very interesting because when you deal with the 28 plus the person born on the 5th, it adds up to master number 33. Listen very carefully, because the master number 33 means that this relationship has to recognize their healing powers and what they do and how they do with each other, and being very respectful to the communication. Very, very respectful of your communication, because 28 plus the 5 equals 33. That is a communicating, healing, and teaching number to each other. And remember, it adds up to the number 6. Adds up to the number 6. So that reflects balance, the need to be in harmony. The lower octave of 33 is the 6. Although I want to keep you on a higher level, I want to keep you on the higher level of the 33, because when you have that healing numbers of the 33 that you share together, it's really about clear, concise, joyful, harmonious, fun-loving communication. So this couple right here that you see on the screen needs to dance, need to enjoy each other, need to be optimistic, need to work with each other. Now, of course, being that she's a water sign and you're a earth sign, they can work together. But sometimes the negative of that number, the number 33, is not willing to be balanced, not willing to communicate or talk with each other. And it tells me that both you and that person, both of y'all need to heal from something that has happened in your family. Looking at your birthday separately, something that has happened in both your families, they have to be healed. Whether it's dealing with mom or dad or female or males in the family, there's a healing that needs to take place. And when y'all start to walk down that healing path, that's when it will work even better. If y'all are willing to work towards that master number 33. Because again, I'm dealing with the personal numbers. Y'all looking at the whole everything. I haven't done the whole, but I'm just looking at your personal numbers. And that's the day you were born, to show you personally how it can work. But it's up to you. It's up to you. It still takes work. Relationships still take work. I'm not going to front and say it doesn't. Going to the next person. This is the next person that I see up here. Female is born May 25th. The male is born October 20th. Let's deal with that 25 and that 10. I mean, that 20, I'm sorry. That's 25 plus the 20 equals 45. Interesting. Again, with this couple, because it adds up to the 4 and the 5, 4 can be a weird understanding with each other. If you don't, again, it's a communication number, but y'all have to be very clear in your communication, because both of you have sensitivities that you both share. Y'all are both sensitive numbers y'all are born under. He's born under the 20th. She's born under the 25th. Both sensitive numbers on two different levels, but the 2 and the 20 and the 25 does get along together very well. It's just that, again, looking at the person, the male born on the 20th, there's something in their family that needs healing. And the one born on the 25th just says that there's certain things that you hold dear to yourself. You hold to yourself a lot when you really need to trust somebody to release it. But because your personal number, the 25 and the 20, adds up to 45, 4 deals with the discipline and order and structure that you have with each other, and the 5 deals with the need to be flexible in what you want to do. And now, like I said, I'm only dealing with the personal number. The personal numbers are the personal days. 25 and 20 adds up to 45. 45 is the number of structure, discipline, organization, but also the number of the 5 reflects being able to adapt and be versatile in whatever you do, however you do with each other. And it adds up to the 9. Universal love, universal accomplishment. But it says that both of you need to finish what you start. If you are all serious about each other, you finish what you start with each other, work things out, and think on universal higher levels. Don't think on a low level. Very important. Bridget, I'm skipping you because you're only putting in what you want for yourself. I'm dealing with relationships only at this time. Only relationships. Boom. I'm going straight to Samantha, who happens as a female born on 6/11. The male is born 6/25. This is an interesting dynamic because one is misnomer to Gemini. The other one is misnomer to Cancer in the same month. And usually when signs are close to each other, they have this love-hate relationship. And now remember, this is air and this is water also. But what's so good about this number, that 11 and 25 are workable numbers. It's just that one is a little bit more sensitive than the other because of the double water energy, one being a Cancer, and then the 25 is also a water number. But when you deal with just the personal numbers, 11 plus 25 equals 36. Similar to the first one, but they have another dynamic of the number 9. They have the 4 and the 5. You have the 3 and the 6. And when you have 3 and 6, remember 36, the 3 represents the optimism that you have to have in the relationship. It has to be a music loving relationship. It has to be a sense of humor. Like both of you have to sit down and watch comedy or go to comedy shows together. That's that 3 energy of optimism, joy. Creativity is also very needed in a relationship like this. And because of the 6 being there next to the 3, that 6 represents truth, being balanced, being honest with each other, being forgiving of each other, because both of you have gone through things in your relationship in your past and things that you've dealt with in watching relationships in your family. But that 36 adds up to a 9. Again, that rises the vibration to a higher thought pattern, higher understanding. Because if it doesn't, just like the person that was born on the 45, it can become born with the 45 connection. It can become argumentative on the negative. On the 36 connection, it can be argumentative also, because 11 plus 25 is 36. And people, you might have numerologists out there watching me right now and say, what is he doing? He's only reading this. Look, I see things differently than other people. And that's what you have to learn to do. What works is what I use. What works and what have been proving work is why I do it the way I did. So I'm just reading the personal numbers. I'm not doing a whole compatibility relationship thing. I'm not doing that right now. I'm just doing the personal numbers, because the personal numbers are the numbers or the vibrations that's connected to you personally. So when I added that 11 and 25, it added up to the 36. So that deals with the communication and the need for balance. And then if that is established, then the love, the universal love of the 9 will reflect that creation, that communication, and that balance with each other. Let's go to Andy G. Andy G, what's up? The me, which is 1019, and him is 1115. Okay. So we have a Libra, or almost cusping, but Libra going into Scorpio. Interesting when you have water and air, because water and air can be very bubbly, or y'all can create all kinds of crazy waves, especially when it comes to sex. What is so interesting about that is that when you add the 19, I'm not doing any single people, so don't even put it up there. I'm not doing any single people, so you might as well keep it moving. I'm not doing. This is a relationship special today. Relationship special. And 19 plus the 15 equals 34. Interesting that we got the 3 and 4 out of this. Again, 19, the day you were born, plus 15 equals 34. See, I'm looking at the personal numbers. I want to be clear. So if we have any numerologist scientists out there just studying or just want to come on my live to bother me, I'm cool. Looking at just the personal number. I'm not looking at the destiny number. I'm not looking at the life path. I'm not looking at none of that. That's a whole session within itself. But the personal number says this, Andy G, it adds up to a 34. 3 and 4, once again, deals with that. 2 communication numbers. 1 is the joyous and happy communication that y'all need with each other. The other one is the clear and concise communication that you need to each other on multiple levels of respect. And because the 3 and the 4 are that close to each other, 1 is fire and 1 is sometimes considered air or earth in certain systems of numbers. The fire energy needs the air and the air needs the fire. But in order for the fire and the air to work together, it adds up to the 7. So it needs that spiritual entity of the water. And 7 is a water number. And 7 is also a spiritual reflective. Learning how to sit and meditate together. Learning how to do manifestation meditation together. Learning how to pray and love each other in a meditative state will help this relationship that's on the board right now, born on the 19th and the 15th of the month. Boom. Let's go to Larry Jackson. Larry Jackson. Male is 9'6", and the other one is 5'6". Looks like heights. Interesting, because you got the double 6. And when you have that basic master numbers of the double 6, I'm looking at the master numbers now. I'm going to look at the master number because I'm looking at 6'6". The master number, before we add it to 12, which is a 3. When you are, and I'm talking to you as a couple, If and when you are burdened with worry, stress, and fear, it's more difficult to hear from your ancestors and your angelic calling and loving and help. So the message of the double six, because one is born on September 6th, and I'm using only the personal numbers, and the other one is born on May the 6th, I'm using the 6-6. The message of the 6-6 for you to spend time in prayer and meditation and learn balance with each other. Learn how to balance each other out. Learn forgiveness, because both of you had to forgive something in your family. And the more you forgive and let go is the more y'all will grow in your relationship with open arms and receive the help through your prayers and your meditation. And remember, the 6 and the 6 adds up to 12. One deals with, in the 12, one deals with creativity and assertiveness and being that leader couple, but the 2 says compassion has to be behind it, balance has to be behind it, love have to be behind it. Then it adds up to the number 3, which deals with, if you establish all that I just said, then it will expand and grow to its highest heights. Larry Jackson. Let's go. Remember, I'm not doing any singles, so y'all singles, stay out of the way. This is let me show y'all the flyer. Let me show y'all the flyer so y'all know what I'm doing here. I'm going to the next person in a few seconds. I'm going to only be here probably till 11 o'clock. Where is the banner? I want to make sure the banner is here so y'all can see it. This is what we're doing. This is what's happening today. The relationship edition. Relationship edition. That's what it is. Only relationships I'm dealing with today. Okay. So we just did Larry Jackson. We're passing by Empress Monica. We're going to Sherry Jordan. Sherry. Hey, let's see. The male is the 22nd, born the same day as Chancellor Williams. And the other one is October 13th, born the same day as Tisha Campbell. Okay. Interesting. Capricorn cusp. Capricorn, Sagittarius cusp, and Libra. Interesting. Now, if the person born on the 22nd is staying towards that Sag energy, it probably works a little bit more better. But if they're going towards a Capricorn, it will still work because the Capricorn energy is there to bring stability. But let's deal with 22 because that's a master number builder. And it's a number 4 on the lower octave, just like the number 13. So both the 22 and the 13 are number 4 energies on different levels, different octave, where four, 13, 20, and 31 all equals. Well, the 22 got to stay the master number. However, because a lot of us don't understand master numbers, guess what? It usually by default goes down to the number 4 because a lot of these people that carries master numbers don't understand why they're supposed to be masters of their destiny and what they do. So when I add the personal numbers, 22 plus 13, how this will work, it adds up to a 35. Woo! Now, this is interesting because the 3 and the 5 adds up to the number 8. So that means y'all will do well with business, especially if it dealt with building, architects, real estate, property ownership, all those. So your motto would be love is law, but family is business. And that's how that would work. The 3 and the 5 deals with, of course, communication. Deals with, of course, the need to expand and be happy and joyful with each other and grow with each other. And also the 5 represents another form of expansion and growth like the number 3, but again, being able to adapt, be flexible in what you do. And both those numbers, the 3 and the 5, can be very scandalous and reckless in certain areas. That's why you have to be very clear in your communication and relationship with others, even for outside relationship with other people. Y'all got to learn to work it out. But the only way that this can bring balance, because the 3 and the 5 is the numbers of 2 of the numbers of communication on a fun level, really optimistic, fun, joyous, freedom, travel, movement, but also because it adds up to the number 8, it deals with business. Because if y'all are making money together, y'all gonna love each other some more too. So try working out some business together. All right, family? All right, next. Remember, this is the relationship edition. I'm not breaking down any single people. So y'all single people, stay your backside off of my live today. All right, love y'all, but I gotta do what I gotta do. Y'all want to do a session with me before I go to the next person? If y'all want to do a session with me, single people, this is what you gotta do. You gotta text me. Text me. Here it is. Here we is. If y'all want to do a session with me, a Numerovation session with me, you text me your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. Please text me your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. And if you live outside of the United States, use WhatsApp. That means if you live in Canada, if you live in the Caribbean, if you live in England, if you live in Africa, you got to use that WhatsApp. Use WhatsApp, okay? All right, let's go to the next one. Got to take that commercial break sometimes. Here it is. Okay, there it is. If you want to advertise, please text. And if you use WhatsApp also, if you live outside of it, make sure you have great products, whether it's healing products, oils, whatever you got that's significant. Let's work with that. I'm not going to advertise no parties. I don't do all that kind of crazy thing, unless it's a cultural event. Whether you're bringing in a certain lecture, you're doing a Zoom event, I promote those too. But it is a reasonable rate per month. Hey, you could advertise and make sure you advertise for the whole month so you can get at least the full gamut of what's coming up, because I got a lot coming up in this month. And I got, especially next month in March, I got Shahrazad Ali coming in again, full show with her only. We're going to do it like we do it and do it well. All right. So let me get back to what the focus is on this show today. Relationship edition. With the audience, Numerovational flyby with the audience. Let's get back to where we at. We just did that. We just did Sherry. Let's deal Denise. Denise Dart. What's up? Denise, who you darting today? Interesting. This is an interesting combination here because you have a Scorpion. The male is born 10/24, and that she is born 4/6, the female. Interesting, because you have fire sign with a water number, and that can be sometimes problematic. But I say to people all the time, elements in the universe and on Earth works together. The only thing that messes up is the human element. It's us that has these elements connected to us that mess up sometimes. That's why my book is called Numbers Are Simple, People Are Complicated. The numbers and the gender and their energies and their vibrations are very simple. It's us who have been through the traumas and the dramas of our life that is all messed up and crazy. So when you add that 6 plus the 24, 6 plus 24, dealing only with the personal numbers, that adds up to the number 30. So this beautiful couple needs to dance together, enjoy and express each other, go out to and do sip and chat and paint and, comedy shows together, love each other, because that 30 in tarot numerology, and I wrote that in my book, and I'm going to I wrote it in my book, but tarot numerology, the number 30 is one of those numbers that deals with mental superiority and deals with y'all will do well on the mental plane, getting into each other's mind. And into each other's mind, you start to heal each other from a mental perspective. Because look, everybody, the physical is going to deteriorate. But if y'all mentally got each other and connected to each other mentally, it can also work. And because 6 plus 24 equals the 30, remember, y'all are dealing with 2 6s first, because the 24 is a 6 plus equals 6, and then you got a direct 6. 6 deals with healing, the capacity to heal, the need to maintain some type form of balance and some type of stability with each other. And usually because that fire sign female can be very fiery and energetic, and then the other one is the water sign, so they can be a little colliding. But if y'all find balance between water and fire, they can be balanced if there's another element added to it. Because what helps a water to boil in a pot is the metal. Whether you're using wooden pots, a metal pot, a glass pot, there's another element. So the element that needs to be between this is some type of earth element. And what's so good about that is that 6 is a earth number. So in order for y'all to really be grounded, y'all got to go to the parks, go and walk to the parks together, hold each other's hands, sit and ground yourself in the dirt together. Practice Tai Chi or Qigong. Go learn that together, because at least you'll learn the balanced perspective of the male and the female, the yin and the yang together. I'm talking to you, Denise Dart. All right, next, let's see. Peace. 1, 2, 3. That's cute. All right, one is born. Okay, one is born the 25th and one is born the 26th. Usually in certain rules, I'm not with the rules too much. I'm not into rules, but I like to look and see beyond. But when you're the same sign, usually y'all are like mirror reflections of each other. Both being a Virgo or going into the Virgo energy, both of y'all. But because Virgo is ruled or connected to the number 5, travel is very important for these two. Traveling, movement, keeping things moving, because Virgo is connected to the number 5. And when you add 25 plus the 26, how this will work. I'm talking about the personal numbers. That adds up to 51, family. And when you got that 51 in tarot numerology is a very powerful number. It reflects potency in a relationship. It's one of those numbers that has to deal with advancements and growth. Of course, because the 5 and 1 is there, the 5 deals with the need of movement and adaptability and versatility and the need to be free, because 25 plus 26 equals 51. And then that 1 deals with the assertive power that you have to hold to make things happen in the relationship. But remember that 5 and 1 equals 6. So again, it comes back to balance. It comes back to love. It comes back to truth, being honest with each other, loving each other, respecting each other, being forgiving each other. But the most important thing you have to do is forgive yourselves. Find out the deeper thoughts, because both of y'all have gone through some stuff in your own family, relationship, past relationship, male or female, and you got to heal from that. You know, that's why I send people to this place. This is a very good place. If you're having relationship issues, family, this is a very good company to deal with. Acoma House Initiative. The website is right there on the bottom of the flyer. AcomaHouseInitiative.com. The AcomaHouseInitiative.com. Go to them and get relationship advice. Do consultation. If you're going through it with a relative, you're going through it with a family member, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, going through it with your husband or your wife, check them out. They're very good at what they're doing. Right now, they're doing a major celebration, bringing in different couples that have lasted the test of time with each other for 25 years or 10 years or 30-year couples coming in and giving advice. So go to their website at the bottom of this flyer. Write it down right now. Acoma House Initiative. Give them some love and tell them King Simon sent you. Tell them that your brother King Simon sent you, because I know a lot of us are going through it in relationship. A lot of us don't know how to be in relationships. A lot of us was never taught by our parents how to be in relationship. Like myself, my parents said they were basically learning hands-on. They told us that, myself and my sister, that personally, you know, when we was doing the forgiving thing, my sister and I was doing. So I understand that we go through it, you know, and this is a good website to go to for relationship advice, for relationship. I'm going to put it on the page. Relationship advice and guidance. You know, I'm going to put it on. You go to that website and tell them that King Simon referred you. Here it is. That's the website for relationship advice. Oops, I spelled advice wrong. Let me take that on. Let me do it right. Advice. Advice. There you go. And okay. Because many people say they don't need it, but you really do. And you got some men that don't want to take advice. You got some men that don't want to take advice. Let go your negative part of your ego, brothers. And some sisters don't want to take advice. Let go the negative portion of your ego. Stop the BS. Stop the BS. If you love the person that you're with, get the advice, get the guidance from people that have made it work over the years. Chris Nati, we are set. I'm going to go to Chris Nati right now. Chris Nati. Nati Bongo I. We are set. One is 5'10", male. The other one is 5'26", the female. Both in the same month. I want y'all to look at this because Malcolm X and his wife, Betty Shabazz, the late, great Malcolm X and his wife was born under the similar energy, where Malcolm was born on the 19th and Betty was born on the 28th of May. They had their problems. Let's not front now. Y'all like to praise and put Malcolm and his relationships up there, but he had their problems. They had their problems. They had their relationship issues. And I can see this has problems and go through their problems too. But how it can work. That's what I'm about. Solutions, how it can work. Let's deal with only the personal numbers, the 10 and the 26. 10 plus 26 again comes up to that number 36. And in tarot numerology, 36 is equivalent to the number 27 in tarot numerology, or compound number. And that tells me that with y'all connection, there's a promise of power and command with each other. But this relationship has to have some form of creativity, some form of productivity in order for y'all to get the benefits of it. Has to constantly be creative. But remember, the 3 and the 6, 3 again represents communication, being clear in your communication, not reckless with your talk. I know when y'all get into arguments, it could be real turned up because, first of all, the number 10 and the 26 are challenge numbers to each other. Oh, yeah. They're challenges to each other. So you got to be very mindful. And I tell people all the time, listen to me. I tell people all the time that when a challenge is presented in your relationship or in your birthday or in your name, it's here to either challenge you to be your best or challenge you to be your worst. Numerology is objective. We don't care we are doing what this happened and all that. We're just going to give you the positive and the negative. Done deal. The ups and the downs, the to and the fro's, and where it can go and where it can't go. So if it's a 36 and it adds up to a 9, in order for you to masterfully connect and make it happen, the creativity again the productivity has to be strong so you can sow good seeds, but you have to stay on a higher vibrational level of love and understanding, getting into your prayers together, working it out together. It can be done, but y'all have to take the time because you're dealing with an air and a earth sign. And air and earth work together. It's just like I said, with humans, we mess up. We don't understand the perspective. The earth is there for stability, air sign. Take the stability. Respect the stability. I know both of y'all could be very hard-headed just by your numbers and your birthday. I can tell y'all could be very hard-headed. But in your hard-headedness, they have to be give and take. You have to have your yin and your yang. You have to be able to yield. One or the other have to yield to the other and be able to balance it out. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can make that happen. Hopefully there's nothing going on. I see next is our where's the sister there? There was a sister. No, I don't. Denise. No, thank you very much. You're welcome. Much love, Denise. Enough respect. There was somebody else that I seen because after I see Lord of mercy, we jump. Where's the brother there? I just seen it was a sister. I forgot. Okay. Yeah, been a lot of y'all sending. Thank you very much for working in the community. Thank you for your guests. Yes. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay, I wanted to go to this sister right here. This will probably be the last one. Female, born the 11th of December The male born January the 30th. I mean, January 3rd of January. Okay, interesting. Okay, let me stretch out for this one because this is a Sagittarius and a Capricorn energy going on. Woo! Wait! Fire and earth. Now, Sag, earth is there to be your stability. Now, sometimes in astrology, you know that they don't usually they don't. It's a challenge, of course, usually between the earth and the fire. But what's so interesting, when you crisscross the energy, the 3 in the male is a Sagittarius number. So that works with your Sag energy. Interesting. That's what works with your Sag energy. That 3 in the male is attracting that 3, that Sag energy that's connected to the number 3 also. Sag is one of those signs that's connected to the number 3, like Pisces is connected to the number 3. Now, how do we make this work? How do we make your asses work without getting into constant conflict? Because I know Capricorn can be hard-headed, but because he's a 3, he likes to have some fun. And both of y'all, I suggest, because you're born on the 11, which equals a 2, you need to be hugged and caressed and loved at least twice a day. He needs to show you that love because you've gone through some relationship issues in your past that you're still resolving from. He's gone with some situations in his family past, whether it's daddy issues or male issues in the family or mommy issues. I see male, so he needs to resolve some stuff in order for y'all to be the very best y'all can be. However, 11 plus 3 equals 14. Have fun, because 1 plus 4 equals 5. 5 is the fun, freedom, traveling number. Travel together. But 14 in tarot numerology, and I talk about these numbers in my book, Numerovation for Mental Stability. It's a fortunate number in the sense of dealing with money and speculation. So y'all can work well with groups of people, combinations of people. And if y'all came together and formed some type of group, once y'all got your game together, some type of healing group and some type of movement group or something to help other people and help other couples, if you got your stuff together, you know what I'm saying? Because it's all about the work. That's why I'm guiding you to the Akoma Day initiative and getting to their website. Go to their website. But because y'all are, your number adds up to the 14, that deals with creativity, and the 4 deals with structure. The 4 deals with communication. The 4 deals with the need to be very mindful on how you deal with each other on a level of mentality, your mind level. Y'all have to pay attention. Start learning to fall in love with each other's mind in some capacity and communicate mentally, not just sexually. I'm sure when y'all get into the sex, it's crazy because that adds up to a 14, which is a 5. 5 is one of the sex numbers, highly sexual numbers. Y'all will go anywhere with this. But in order for it to stay fun and enjoyable, y'all have to get into the more understanding of the mental capacity of relationship also, and be creative in what y'all want to do and how y'all want to do things in your life. It's very important if y'all want it to work. Now, this is just, like I said, I'm only dealing with the personal numbers, and that's the 11 and the 3. You're a master number, my dear. 3 is the number that's going to help expand, but the master number is always intuitive. So male, don't even try to mess around and fool around on her. She will know that you're fooling around because 11s are the number of insight. So you might think you fooling her. Nah, you're not fooling her at all. So don't fool around on her. Please don't do it. Because I know number 3s can get reckless now. Some of y'all born on the 3rd can be real reckless. James Brown is born on the 3rd. Star from Star Report is born on. Dame Dash is born on the 3rd. Not the 3rd of October, but they're born the 3rd of May. But that number 3, y'all can get a little reckless, especially with your mouth and your things that's going on in your life. So stay focused. All right. So again, that was the last one. I'm not going to do any more. Whew, man, it's 11 o'clock. People got things to do tomorrow. I got sessions I got to do tomorrow. So if you do want to do a numerovation session with me, family, again, you want to do a numerovation session with me, please text me via 347-496-1022. I'm not doing compatibility relationship sessions right at this time. I'm taking a break from that because right now a lot of people are just stressed. But I will, if you're if you're doing a single session or a single person session with me, I will, if you ask about that person, I will touch on it, because when I do a relationship session, guess what? I have to deal with your names, your first, your middle, your last name, your birthday, the year, the month. I got to deal with all that. And then, you know, it's a whole lot of stuff I got to put together. I'd rather deal with the second one. And if you're having a little problem and you want to drop something about the husband that you can let him hear about, or you want to drop something about the woman. And I'll tell some of y'all brothers, stop, and sisters, stop trying to figure out which one you're going to deal with. You know, which person you're dealing with two people and you're trying to figure out which one. So you're going to do a numerology session with me. Nah, look, stop playing. You can't be playing with these sisters' heart. If they're worth it, then you're going to have to put hey, if you're into polygamy or polyandry or whatever you're into, hey, I'm all with it. But when I do a compatibility session, family, everybody has to be on the line. Because right now you're one-upping the other person when you're just doing something with me and that person don't know. That's one-upping the person. You got to be respectful. If you really love that person and you really respect that person, you got to really, really respect them for who and what they are and what you want to get out of that. You know what I'm saying? So again, if you want to do a session with me, 347-496-1022. If you do live outside of the United States, use WhatsApp. Please use WhatsApp if you live outside of the United States of America. Put that up here too. If you want to advertise, please text the same number via WhatsApp if you live outside of the United States. And you'll be able to use Cash App or PayPal. I don't use nothing else but Cash App and PayPal at this time. You know? And let's promote some of the stuff that's coming up. This Wednesday, join me. Especially you couples, join me, because we're going to talk about this tantric sexual stuff, this tantric health with our brother. This Wednesday, Master Yao Morris is coming in. Yeah, baby. This Wednesday, Master Yao is coming. Why is tantric health so important? With special guest Dr. Angela Anaton, and although I sent the email to Empress Aisha, I did send the email to her, but she didn't get in. It's all right. I see her texting me, but I'm not going to even entertain that right now. Show respect. Hopefully she can come on Wednesday when we speak to this brother here. I want to thank Angela Anaton for coming on. Make sure you get her book. It's Your Fault. It's on Lulu. You could go to lulu.com and put in the search engine, It's Your Fault by Black Love or Professor Black Love. Hit her up. This Wednesday, boom, again, him. He has some great classes coming up for men. This one, the men's classes is coming up. Navigating Manhood. He has some classes. 7 sessions, $410. That's by Master Yao and the Grand Trine. And boom, he got some sessions for women. You got some sessions for the women. You got some great sessions for the women. Womanhood, women only, coming up, $410. So make sure you show some respect. Remember, I got a deal going on right now for my book, $5 off. $5 off. DM me at King Simon Productions or text me at 347-496-1022. If you live outside the United States, again, please text me via WhatsApp. $5 off for my Numerovation for Mental Stability book all the way to February 28th. That is the book right there, of course. Boom. There's my other book, Numbers Are Simple, People Are Complicated. There's my other book for children's health, but it's also good for adults. Numbers Are Simple, Children's Health is Important. And there's my other book, No Promotion is Bad Promotion, all about motivating you, introducing you to my world of promotion and production. It's a motivational book so you can promote for yourself on whatever level. Big up to Empress Aisha Moore. Boom. 1 million adornments. Make sure you give her support. Show her that support. Show her that love. She is well worth it. She's well worth it. Show her that love and tell her King Simon sent you. Also, boom. Let's go here. Janelle Lewis. Janelle Lewis has a great real estate. She's a great real estate salesperson and consultant. You can be consulted anywhere in the world by her. Give her a call or text at 347-496-1022. And if you're outside the United States, give you some advice. WhatsApp. Teacher Lloyd Strayhorn. Boom. Lloyd-Strayhorn.com. Lloyd-Strayhorn.com. You want to go learn his class? Take his beginner's class and his intermediate class. And then after that, you come to me when you're ready to deal with the bath method, what I have comprised and put together after my studies of numbers. Also, boom, here is pedalwise.com. Make sure you show respect to pedalwise.com. Ladies, this is definitely fully for you, but she does have some products up there for men, antiviral products and all that, but definitely for women, you sisters, for fibroid tumors, acupuncture service and consultation, understanding herbs, African and Chinese herbs. This sister can help you out. Excuse me. And we drink some water. And this is the new 10% off coupon code. King 2021. That's the new 10% coupon code, King 2021, at www.pedalwise.com. That's www.pedalwise.com. Okay, showing her some love. And of course, remember, content disclaimer: views, comments, and opinions expressed by guests or speakers or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. Going to close out with prayer. Remember, go to my link tree if you want to link up. Got a lot of stuff in link tree. Go to my link tree on IG. Go to the link tree link. That's linktr.ee/King Simon, the Numerovator. You can find my books on there. You can find my websites. You can find my PayPal, my Cash App, whatever. You want to spread some Cash App love? Please do so. Spread some Cash App love. Spread some love. Spread love. Spread it. Spread love if you want. If this was significant to you, spread some love. I could have been, I could have asked y'all to spread love before I even did do a brief thing on you, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to show people some love. But text me if you do want to do a service, okay? All right, let's close out with Dr. Blair's prayer, as usual. Everybody take a deep breath. Well, Dr. Blair's birthday was yesterday, and we're going to send a salute to him and his and all the ancestors around us, and let's all send this prayer going out. It says, please, universal creator, know in my heart that I love you. Please protect me and this planet on which I live now. Please open my mind, my spirit, and my soul to receive only truth and your love now. Thank you, Dr. Blair. Thank you, Dr. Blair. Those who want to support Dr. Blair's legacy here, for the continuation of Dr. Blair's legacy, please go to his official website, www.themetacenter2.com. That's www.themetacenter2.com for his books, the ELF protectors, products, and much more. All right. Great elder Dr. Blair. Had a good time with him when he was alive. Fun dude. Cash App. Yeah. Oh, my Cash App is right here. I'm sure I can spend that Cash App love. There it is. Okay, there it is. It's right there on that page, right there. Cash App. King Simon. King Simon 3158. $ King Simon 3158 is the Cash App. PayPal is paypal.me King Simon. That's paypal.me/King Simon. Right there towards the bottom of that. There it is. You see all of them right there. So let's turn up the music, turn up the frequency, heal family, heal your relationship with your family, heal a relationship with your mom, your dad, your grandmom, your granddad, those that have hurt you. Forgive, let go, and grow. As I say, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being great. Thank you for being you. Thank you all. King Simon is out of here.